Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 3, Kinetic Theory of Gases and Radiation. You know 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. You also know 3 gas laws and equation of state. First gas law is the Boyle's law. It is stated as volume of given mass of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at constant absolute temperature. Second law is the Charles law. Volume of given mass of gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature at constant pressure. And third law is the Guy-Lussac's law. Pressure of a gas, given mass of gas, is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant volume. If we combine all 3 laws, then we know that from first law V is inversely proportional to P, second law V is directly proportional to T, and third law P is directly proportional to T. Then combining these 3 equations, we get PV is directly proportional to T, or you can say PV upon T equal to constant, or P1 V1 upon T1 equal to P2 V2 upon T2. If we consider a n mole of gas, then you can say PV is directly proportional to number of moles into absolute temperature, or PV equal to nRT, where n be the number of moles. It can be defined as the ratio of mass of the gas to molar mass, or number of gas molecules to Avogadro's number. Then question arises, what is the molar mass? Suppose we consider oxygen gas. You know it is O2. For O2 means 16 into 2, 32 is the molar mass. But suppose we consider a single oxygen atom, then its molar mass is 16. Na and other Na is the Avogadro's number. Its value is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. R be the gas constant, and it is calculated by experiment, and it is found as 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin, alternative form of the equation of state. If we put R equal to gas constant equal to Avogadro's number into Kb, where Kb is the Boltzmann constant, its value is worked out as 1.38 into 10 raised to minus 23 joule per Kelvin, and number of moles n upon Na in above equation. Then we get directly PV equal to n kBT, or you can directly take here R equals to, or here you can take here n equals to n upon Na, and thereafter you put Na kB, and then you get PV equal to n kBT. Then equation of state. For gas equation, relating quantities, pressure, volume, absolute temperature and its energy is called a equation of state. Thereafter we go through another topic, behavior of gas. Suppose we consider a stone, example of stone. When stone is thrown vertically upwards, its motion can be easily described by Newton's laws of motion. When it throws, means force is applied by you and it gets an acceleration vertically upwards because of that force. But when it releases from your hand, what happens? Force due to gravity is introduced or comes into the play, and it retards its motion So its speed goes on decreasing and finally at a particular height becomes 0. Then return back with an acceleration g vertically downwards. In this way, we can describe the motion of the stone. But suppose we consider the molecules of the gas in the container cannot be easily described. Why? Let us say. Suppose that gas enclosed in a cylinder, its characters can be described by its bulk parameters like its pressure, volume, absolute temperature, and energy. But it is not possible to determine the pressure, volume, absolute temperature, and energy for single molecule of the gas, because this gas molecules are very large number. Very large number means how much? 10 raised to 23 per meter cube, and they are always in state of random motion. So it is not possible to relate single molecule of a gas with its pressure, volume, temperature, and energy. Hence, what we have to do then? Then certain assumptions are made for molecule of the gas and average of physical quantities obtained for large number of molecules. Means suppose we take an average of their velocity, average number of gas molecules like H. Means this average is related to a macroscopic parameter of the gas, and this is the approach of kinetic theory of gases. This kinetic theory was developed in 19th century by Maxwell, Boltzmann, and others. It gives a molecular interpretation of pressure and absolute temperature of the gas, and it is consistent with experimental results and verified by gas laws, and it is correctly explains specific heat capacities of many gases. Okay, let us see next topic. Then question arises, what is ideal gas and real gas? Ideal gas and real gas. Ideal means you can say perfect gas also. Ideal gas obeys a gas equation, means which equation? PV equal to RT, or for n mole PV equal to nRT at all absolute temperatures and pressures, because atom or molecule of the ideal gas nor interact with each other. Then question arises, what is meaning of interaction? Interaction, this interaction is two types, means space available for free movement of the molecules. Means suppose molecule is moving in the container, then other molecules are also present. Then how much space is available for single molecule for its movement in the container, and also intermolecular force of attraction. In case of ideal gases, molecules are having negligible volumes, so almost space of the container means total volume of the gas V is available for free motion of the molecules. So there is no correction in the volume, as well as intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules is negligible in case of ideal gases. So there is no correction in the pressure exerted by the gas on the walls. So a pressure and volume are almost remains constant. So ideal gas obeys this equation PV equal to RT. But when we apply gas equation for real gas, like as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, or other gas, at high pressure means density of the gas molecules is more or molecules are close to each other, and low temperature it does not obeys a gas equation, because in real gases molecules are interact. All space is not available for movement of the molecules because volume of the other gas molecules are considerable. Mean just like as suppose number of students in the classroom, suppose 70 students are present in the class. So as compared to classroom, the space acquired by each student is not neglected. But suppose we consider total Kalamboli area, or more area we consider Navi Mumbai and so on. Then all these 70 students in the class are goes in that space, means Kalamboli spread out in the space. So the space acquired by this 70 students as compared to area is negligible. Similarly, we considered molecules of the gas are very close to each other, mean they are very compact, and as they are very compact, means suppose we consider these molecules are very close to each other, and that's why molecules are close to each other, so there is correction in the volume because space is not available for free movement of the single molecule, because it is collide with the other molecules, or we have to take considerations of volume of other molecules. So there is a correction in the volume, as well as molecules due to closeness, intermolecular force of attraction is not neglected, it is considerable. So when this molecule is exert a pressure on the wall of the container, other molecule exerts a cohesive force of attraction on them. So this molecule not impart its all pressure on the container because of closeness. Therefore, there is a correction in the pressure. But suppose we take a real gas at low pressure, means density of the gas is low, means suppose we consider a container, only few molecules are present here and there, they are far separated from each other, and we take a high temperature. Note that this temperature is much less than a liquefaction, well above the liquefaction temperature. Molecular interaction is negligible. Interaction is negligible. Why? Because almost space is available for motion. Other molecules are almost, means space is more and number of molecules are less. So volume is available for free motion, as well as molecules are apart from each other. There is no force of attraction between the molecules. So we can say molecular interaction is neglected, and they obeys gas equation, also obeys some properties of ideal gas. You have studied the deviation of real gas from ideal gas behavior in 11th standard chemistry subject. Okay, let us see. Understood it? Thereafter, we go through another topic, free paths and mean free path. We know molecules of gas are continuous random motion, such as Brownian motion you have studied in 11th standard chemistry. Typical path of single molecule shown in figure. Here we assumes in this figure, here we assumes other molecules at rest. When the molecule approach other molecule, there is a repulsive force between them. Which type of force it is? It is a cohesive force of, that means it is a repulsive force, means force of repulsion between protons or electrons. Mean electrostatic force of repulsion is there. Then, and that means here molecule behaves as small hard spherical particles because of this repulsive force, and this leads elastic collision between molecules, and the molecule also collide with the walls of the container. So molecule exerts a force on each other only during collisions. Between two successive collisions, molecule travels along a straight line path. Look here, this is straight line paths between. Mean molecule moves a zigzag path, but between two successive collision, mean here and here there are other collision. Molecule travels a straight line path with uniform velocity. It is called as a free path. Means, what is a free path? Distance traveled by the molecule between two successive collisions. During free path, molecule moves along a straight path with uniform velocity. Why velocity is uniform? Because no force is exerted. Only during collision, force is exerted. So it gets acceleration. But between two successive collision, no force is, other force is acting on the molecule. So according to Newton's first law, this molecule as a body moves uniform velocity. Thereafter, but free paths are not equal. Look here, this path is more, this path is less, again more path is there, again less path is there, here again less path, and again more path. I mean, these paths are not same. Anywhere molecule is collide, changes its direction, other collision when happens, it not, so free paths are not equal. Just like as a marks carried by you in previous exam, it's a SSC exam, say, these marks in each subject are not equal. So what do we have to do then? To maintain the uniformity, we take the average marks. And you only suggest, or it says average marks, and average marks are carried forward. Similarly, these free paths are not equal. Some free paths are more, some free paths are less. So average free path or mean free path term is introduced. Then question arises, what is mean free path? Average distance traveled by the molecule between two successive collisions with constant velocity. Then mean free path vary with density. Why? Molecules are very close to each other. Then chances of collision is more, just like as number of people are crowded together. Not in case of corona, other way. Then when they are collide, the collision is, chances of collision is more. But peoples are far from each other, then chances of collision is less. So mean free path is inversely proportional to its density. Density means what? Number of gas molecules per unit volume, where N be the number of gas molecules and V be the volume. It also seen that mean free path is inversely proportional to size of the molecules. This size depends upon diameter of the molecule. You know that these molecules are in spherical in shape. Spherical means, then for sphere we take the cross sectional area, and this cross sectional area for the sphere is taken as pi into 2r square, or you can say pi d square. And thereafter root 2 is constant. That means proof of this formula is beyond the scope of your syllabus. You only suggested that mean free path is inversely proportional to volume, and mean free path is also inversely proportional to size of the molecule. Greater the size of the molecule, more the chances of collision. So this formula is given in your book directly, 1 upon square root of pi d square n upon v, or you can say density also. Okay. Pressure of gas in an enclosure is reduced by evacuating it. Means with the help of evacuation pump, we reduce the pressure of the gas when gas is removed from it. So what happens? Density of the gas also goes on decreasing. And we know that as density of the gas decreases, no doubt mean free path goes on increasing. That means you know the articles coated with metal films. Then question arises, how this coating is happens. There are different types of coatings. Are there spray coating is there, or other types of coatings are also there. But one coating is suggested in your book. The metals heated and evaporated in an enclosure. The pressure in the enclosure is reduced, pressure in the enclosure is removed. Means gas molecules are reduced. Then what happens there then? So that the mean free path of air molecules goes on increasing as pressure reduces. And then this mean free path increases larger than dimension of the enclosure. And the atom in the metal vapor, they do not collide with the air molecule because their mean free path increases, or chances of collision with the metal atoms is less. So these metal atoms reach the target and get deposited on the target, and we say that a film appears as a coating. That's all about it. Thereafter we go through another thing. We come across one example, unsolved example related to this topic, means gas equation. Suppose we have example number 12, unsolved example in your book. Two vessels, say A and B, are filled with same gas, means gas is same, where volume, temperature and pressure in a vessel A is twice volume, temperature and pressure in vessel B. Means calculate the ratio of number of molecules of gas in vessel A to that in vessel B. Note that here this problem is a type of case 1 and case 2 type. Means in physics you know that the 3 or 4 types are there. The ratio, percentage, case 1, case 2, and formula substitution, and other is a skill problem. Skill problem is difficult, but others are very simple. Meaning here case 1 is a vessel A. Suppose we consider case 2 is a vessel B. Means we assume any one case. First we consider a case 1. In case 1, volume of the gas is supposed to be V, pressure is P, and temperature is T, and number of moles are N is supposed to. Then when volume is double in A as compared to B, so you can say here volume is V, then volume for B is half. Contradictory state is there. Means volume V is doubled. Then how much volume of gas in vessel B? V by 2. Similarly, pressure is also P by 2 and absolute temperature is T by 2. And number of moles are said to be NB. Then you know the gas equation. For vessel A, PV equal to NART. Just write down answer. PV equal to NART. And for case 2, means vessel B, pressure is P by 2, volume is V by 2, equals to NB R T by 2. Thereafter, here 2 gets cancelled. and if we take the ratio of first and second equation, then we get, taking ratio, Na upon Nb can be taken as 2 as 1. Therefore, number of moles in vessel A as number of moles in vessel B can be taken as 2 as 1, and number of moles are same. Then you can say, you know that number of moles means N upon Na. Na is constant in both cases. So number of molecules are also here. Number of molecules are not mentioned here. Means you can take here a number of molecules in vessel A and number of molecules in vessel B are also in the same ratio, because you know that number of moles are N upon Nb, and that's all about it. Okay. Thereafter we go through another topic, pressure of ideal gas, in next lecture. Thank you and good day to you.